So last week, at the time that I'm actually filming this video, I actually went to get a haircut, and I decided to try something new. And that something new was basically putting like a couple of lines in my hair. And I'd never really done it before, so one day Baba asked me what I wanted. I was like, "Dude, I don't know. I trust you as a professional. Do what you think is nice." And when you began doing it, I was like, maybe you're just doing too much. But then I didn't say anything. And then once he wasn't and I looked at it, I was like, oh, I'm so glad I didn't say anything, because I really think what he did was really, really nice. And I'm enjoying it and I appreciate it very much. Now, the reason why I've never really put any lines in my hair ever in my life is because I believe that it was only bad boys who put like lines here in their hair. And good Christian boys were not supposed to do that. But it turns out, as we all know, that's not right. What actually helped me change the way I believe about that was the sermon that my pastor preached sometime. And in that sermon, he said something, I don't really remember exactly, so I'm going to paraphrase. But basically, it was like, his haircut, it is not that it is bad, it is just that some bad boy did it before. And that is why it's associated with bad boys. That all that needed to happen was that some good person would do it, and then that would become fashion. So basically, it's not the haircut that makes the man. It is about the haircut being nice or not. And as long as it is nice and it looks good on you, there should be no problem with that. And that really, really helped me to try it. And I think moving forward, I'll be putting more lines in my hair. So watch out. All this haircut stuff, it got me thinking about how what you believe can really affect your life. So I decided to go a little bit silly and share with you guys a few things that I used to believe as a kid so that we can shake our heads together at my younger self. So the first amongst the things that I used to believe when I was younger was that once you were the firstborn, you were older than everybody else. Basically, in my little mind, I thought all firstborns were the same. You know, how does that even work? How did my little mind come up with this idea? Very, very simple. First and foremost, I'm a firstborn, okay? And I was probably feeling myself that I'm a firstborn. That kind of simplified it. And then to make matters worse, I kept on asking the little children around me, are you a firstborn? Are you a firstborn? And everybody who I asked was a firstborn ended up being the same age as me. So I was like, yes, that has to be how things work. Only firstborns are the older people in the world. So what happened was I tried to further prove my theory, okay, that it was only firstborns who were older. And there was this older kid around me. And I went and I asked him, so are you a firstborn? He was like, nah. But he was older than me, and to make matters worse, he was the thirdborn. I mean, the last one of his family. Like, what? Last born? How are you older than me? That isn't how it works. I just remember being very, very sad. And in my sadness, I went to my dad to go and report that, oh, there's this last born who is older than me, blah, 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 blah. And my dad was like, dude, again, I'm paraphrasing. My dad was like, dude, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. Forget about it. And because it was my dad, I didn't really think about it. And if my dad says that's not how it works, that's not how it works. Apparently, your age or you being older is determined by the year in which you were born. Who knew? Apparently, everyone but me. So moving on. The next one, which is probably the silliest amongst them, is that I used to believe that at the point of your death, you will be force fed every single meal that you thrown away in its current state. So whatever state your food would be in, the rotten state it would be in, if you drink away, let's say 60 years, you'll be forced to eat it in that current state. Oh man, just thinking about it, like how could I do that? How could I believe that? Oh, young Kwame Bohulu was just so silly. I mean, again, how does this work? Who is the person going to force feed me the food? An angel? If it's an angel, where is he going to find all the food that I've thrown away? And the food that is going to be force fed to me is going to be a physical version of the food or a spiritual version of the food. I mean, these are the questions that I should have been asking. But it was my mom who told me, as a child, your mom can never lie to you. So I just took it like that and didn't ask any other questions. But you see, raising kids, it's a difficult task actually. You are trying to do what's best for the kid. The kid is like, nah, like the kid is hungry. The kid needs food to survive. And you're giving the child food and the baby is like, I only eat I don't like this, I don't like that. So sometimes you have to come up with innovative ways to get them to do what you want to do. And my mom's innovative way was to come up with this whole story. And I personally was not really a picky kid, a picky eater. I mean, I would eat almost anything. But it was my sisters who were always like, I want to eat this, I want to eat that. And that is why my mom came up with that story. I think that probably made me also not think about it so much. And then secondly, my mom she still works in the hospital. So she worked in the hospital. Yeah. And she told us a story about what she had experienced where there was this one guy who was dying, and at the point he was dying, he was like, no, no, no. So my mom's estimation, she was saying that the guy was, the no that the guy was saying was his refusing of being, his struggle, of being force-fed the food. But one, I didn't even know that story is true. And if that story is true, it was not, probably wasn't as a result of him being force-fed anything. It was as a result of him dying. Probably would have continued believing that story a bit longer if my dad had not stepped in and destroyed the whole story. And then he was like, my guy, again, it's not true. That's not how things work. Nobody is going to force feed anybody anything. Yeah. So yeah, my dad came in for the win again. Alright, so I will end today's video here. And I really appreciate you guys for watching to the end. Is there anything silly that you used to believe when you were a younger kid? Please share with me in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Please, if you enjoy the content, please like and share with your friends. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel, because when you do that, if I'm being honest, it just gives me more of him to keep on going and posting more videos. So once again, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next Tuesday. Bye.